Welcome to another one of our Tai Chi chats. Today I'd like to talk a little bit about the significance of form versus push hand practice. Let's start with form, since that's where most people start when they begin to study Tai Chi. Well, first of all, let's just say there's no magic in Tai Chi. It's all science. There's no magic movements. The form has no magic movements. It's not like we're going to do these movements every day and over a period of time we're going to become excellent fighters, where we're going to be able to handle ourselves well in the street or step into some sort of a cage with an MMA guy. Just because we do the form over and over, there's something that takes over, and we built this great internal strength, and we're just going to touch people and dispense with them easily. The form is only as good as your understanding of what it represents. These movements, when you learn a form, you can't fight with the form. It's not meant to fight with. It's only meant as an introduction into this practice we call Tai Chi, to sort of acclimate you to the movements, the ideals and principles and so forth on a basic level. The form becomes more or less your Tai Chi background, where you can test your limits and your boundaries of movement. Check the limits of your balance. Check the limits of your leg strength. How low can you sit and move comfortably? How smoothly can you move? How relaxed can you be? How continuous can you flow? So the form helps all of these things, but these things are not, quote, the Tai Chi itself. It is the introduction. However, you move to another stage, which is push hands practice, which is now we're moving into something much more scientific. We're getting into the practical side of movement. So now we have to understand the science of it, because now it's no longer just basic mindless movement with no real destination other than to feel good and to flow and to be relaxed and comfortable. But we're trying to accomplish something here. We're dealing with outside forces. So Tai Chi is learned in stages, obviously. You learn things like the 8 treasures. You learn the Tai Chi form, you learn push hands, you learn Tai Lu. It's staged, it builds and builds and builds in stages, much like you're building like a wall. You build a wall. But if you take several bricks and you stack them on top of one another, and 6 feet tall, and then someone comes along and they push those bricks, they'll just push them right over. Because what you don't have is a wall. All you have is a stack of bricks. So the form can be compared to the bricks in the construction of a wall. But push hands would be the mortar that holds those bricks together, that makes them useful, that gives you understanding on how to use them in situations of dealing with outside forces coming at you, and you being able to even issue from your point of stability and being centered and so forth. So we have to keep in mind that when we're studying our Tai Chi, we have to be careful in how we view it. Sometimes we can romanticize what it is. That can quickly come to an end in a real encounter. You get someone who's on the street who really knows how to fight, who maybe does that for a living, robbing people or whatever, and you try to fight with the form, you'll find out quickly that your bricks have no mortar. So keep it in mind when you're training as to what each aspect of your training is trying to provide for you so that you can get the most out of it. So you understand that that you're getting some basic concepts and so forth from doing a form, from doing push hands. You're getting more intricate and scientific detail, and you could work on that. I have to yield. Exactly how much do I have to yield? Exactly how much do I have to rotate or turn? How much do I have to sink to deal with the oncoming force and so forth? So just keep in mind that each step of the way has its own purpose, and don't try to look at any one thing as the gold standard of Tai Chi. Not even push hands. Push hands is not the gold standard of Tai Chi. It's just another link in the chain, taking us from A to Z. So with that in mind, thanks for watching, and look forward to seeing you next time.